Why, hello there, a nice chair here. I hope this video finds you well. Today, I'm bringing you a slightly dirty package, apparently. Obviously an unboxing. This is not a new knife, I admit, but it is a new version of a knife, and I was quite interested in checking it out. And it's also one of the first knives I think I've had on... Not one of the first knives. I haven't had too many knives on from Arcane Design, is what I'm trying to say, and failing miserably. I hope you enjoy this video. If you care to like and subscribe, that would be great. It would help out the small channel, help me keep things flowing, keep new stuff coming in, and I'd greatly appreciate it if I earn your subscription. If I don't, let me know why. Let me know what I can do better. Let me know what else you want me to bring you. I'm just looking for all kinds of stuff. This is some pretty nice packaging, I have to admit. Looks like, is that a... Might be like a patch or something in there, or it's just part of the packaging. Oh, it's coming on. It's part of the front of the case. Duh. Yeah, this is pretty nice packaging, I have to admit. I have had Arcane Design knives. I have the Plexus in particular on this channel. I used to have a Crypt as well, but I actually ended up selling that because it wasn't the variant that I wanted. I'm hoping they come out with more of them. I want to get a non-flipper one with the recurve in it. Looks pretty cool, but I missed out on those. One thing I do have to say, though, this is very nice packaging, but it's always a fine line, in my opinion. You don't want the packaging to add too much cost to the overall price. Otherwise, you start, like, sort of getting a little disenchanted with it. That may just be me personally, but I like to have, the money be in the knife. This is the Cthulhu edition. Cthulhu edition. Lovecraft edition, basically. Arcane Design Creature. And what's special about this is, well, those scales. And I have to say, in person, yeah, that's pretty nice. It's a coating, of course, but it really does look quite good. And also, the inlays here, or onlays, whatever you want to call them, look like they're lightly orange peeled. Very nice there. That's pretty darn close to being centered. Pretty darn close to being perfectly centered right out of the box. Let's get this thing out without further ado. There we go. So this is the Tonto version of the creature. There is a drop point variant. This has a very nice... Whoa, that is a thin hollow grind. Whoa, and a actually pretty thin flat grind up here too. The drop point looks cool, but I mean, for something called the creature, I mean, you gotta go with the more crazy grind, right? I mean, you just have to. Creature logo there. I personally don't like it there. I don't like when people put stuff down on this bevels or anything like that. Just put it up here on the flats. If you can, do it. If you can't, move it somewhere else. Honestly, it does irk me quite a bit. There are so many very expensive knives that I think are just doing themselves a disservice by having too much crap on the blade. This one has two things that should be up here, personally. Even if they have to still be on the blade, they can be up there. But this one also says Arcane Design in there, so this doesn't really need to be there. If you want to do it on the backspacer. Put both of these right on the backspacer. Or in the pocket clip. Or up there. There's so many options. I just don't like seeing them. I prefer they get off the blade entirely, but I really don't like seeing them on bevels. It's a personal thing. I've said it time and again about some very expensive knives. It's not my favorite thing. I don't know why makers like putting their logos down here. It's like, this is supposed to be the clean, hand satin, belt satin, finish, whatever, that gets all the unique qualities due to the grind and everything like that. I mean, a hollow grind turns these angles a little bit differently, and you get some reflections and everything. That just clutters it up. Just a personal taste. I think it could be done more tastefully. Let me know what you think down below on that one, or wherever. That's just my take on that. However, everything else here is pretty darn cool. Really crazy. Well, I mean, not overly crazy, but it definitely is doing its thing with the blade, with being the creature. It's definitely got a lot of facets here. Nice swedge, some different angles. I can definitely see that. The handle is a little straightforward, honestly, for something I would expect from something called a creature, but it's got some fun stuff going on, and I do like it quite a bit. How is the... Ooh. That needs to break in. What is that right there? That is a... Can you see that? Watch. Bonk. Smooth, 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 bonk. It's like a big bump. What is that? That feels weird. I'm going to have to look into what that is, because that is... right there. What in the world is that? That feels weird. I'm going to have to figure out what that is. But, oh, some studs do work. I was concerned about that a little bit because they're just, you know, not textured at all. Very, very susceptible to lock bar pressure. Wow, I was barely on that sucker. Nicely comfortable in the hand. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure out what 20 CV blades do. Right there. You can see it. It goes... bonk. What is that? Huh. I may have to take that apart and see what's going on in there, because that thing does not feel right. Rock solid. Looks to be pretty much centered. Maybe a tiniest hair off to the clip, but like a tiny bit. May just be illusion, honestly. Okay, so this is really cool and really nice. The plunge grind is... okay, that could be better. The plunge grind does sort of come like right to the edge here. And they left us like a sharpening choil here that goes nice and high, but the plunge grind still kind of hits like right there. Not ideal, but really cool design. Really love this finish. Absolutely love this finish. That is a stunner. That is a winner right there. And I like the knife. Don't know what that is, and that's a little concerning. It's a pretty big notch. Maybe there's something on the blade. Either way... oh, can I reverse flick it? You can, in fact, reverse flick it. Actually, the reverse flick is pretty darn easy. The thumb flick is definitely subject to lock bar pressure. But you can do it pretty easily if you just shift back onto the clip a little bit. And the flip is kind of got an awkward angle, honestly. It kind of rises there, so it feels like the flipper's kind of being, you know, it's gotten in the way of the flipper. But overall, pretty darn nice knife. I'm going to take this apart and see what's going on in there, because that is interesting. Other than that, though, yeah, it's a pretty cool knife. So, I'm going to end things here. Say thank you very, very much for watching. I got a little distracted with that bump in there. But hopefully I'll figure it out, and I'll get back to you with a review after I've had some time with this thing for a while. Until then, see you later. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.